your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting it. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting it. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like them and them, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Rolls down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show to tell you I'm local. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting it. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting it. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If the talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what Banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting it. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting it. Don't try to act like you don't know where we be, neither. We in the club all the time, it's a problem, pop on. Shady Aftermath.
Black beans taking out it. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with that punk? I mean, do we hit the club in this song? Come on. Do we rock a weed 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit me with your love, boy, I know you wanna. Pick me up and love me. I'll be waiting on ya. Hit me with your love, boy, I know you wanna. Pick me up and love me. I'll be waiting on ya. He said, let's hit that back room. You be the, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. A bass jumping, a club pumping, it's hot. These coming in that club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice. Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Cougar 19. Lion. Ready,
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 19-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
15 yards.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
The kicker on
extra point attempt to come here. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bills 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
At the 28-yard line.
Stop. Middle. 56. Monday.
Throwing now is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Allen off the play fake. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
319.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
46-yard line.
Regular. Alert.
To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Allen going to change the look here. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open down, there's Darnell Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33.
Lions, steady.
1st down, Steelers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Ready,
It's
set.
a gain of 17
Got the
yards.
Lions.
1st down,
Come on,
Pittsburgh.
come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18.
These two teams all tied after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Eagles, 60 Eagles. Here we go, here we go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
70, trap 60, trap 60. 18, Rodler, 18.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They throw it out right complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darnell Washington from 8 yards out. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Alert! Hey, home, alert! Middle.
to the air. Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And the Bills had 7-4 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Allen going to run with it. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Allen and the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Here we go, Scott.
And the Steelers' 1st down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Check smash, check smash. 70 Timberwolves. Steady.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Allen going to change it up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Half 10. Off 52. What's that?
Allen. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
Five wide. Sub. Middle. Alert.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Here's Allen. The left side, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Completes it to Austin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19, 19. Go, Riggs, go. Riggs, go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
3rd and 2.
And it's complete. He gives this one to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
After 60, 30.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
Looking to throw. And he'll get it right back to Washington. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther Street. Get it.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Allen going to change this at the line.
Hey, tight. 56.
2nd and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Allen and the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Let's go now. 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Darnell Washington with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14.
Bills 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Half. Round it.
To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
36-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Alert!
Throwing now is Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
319. Half. Monday. We go.
Allen to throw once more. That'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Off 50, middle. Monday.
One final try here for Allen. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Allen going to auto into a different look.
Tight. Out. Hey, home. Alert. Look out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Bills 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay,
the Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, ready?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Washington. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. And the third first down.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Panthers 60, Panthers 19, Lions.
They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Washington. A gain of 9 yards. That's another.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go. Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll try and do this himself. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
Here's Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Here comes 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5.
Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Alert, alert, alert!
To throw is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Ready? Alert!
Throwing, Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
2nd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Allen going to run with it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off